1037 in the hour.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good workout. I'll trim those couple of clips on of the exercises that we did too, Mac.
Yeah, edit the swearing out.
I'll edit the swearing out, yeah. Welcome to Breakfast with the Big Mac. We had a great session here.
It's more like afternoon.
It is.
Tea time with the Big Mac.
Yes, tea and cakes.
Yeah. Minus the tea and the cakes.
140 sit-ups, so you got what you asked for last week.
Plus 60 this morning.
Well done. So you're 200 for the day.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Good for me. There's people out there that probably like that ain't nothing, but for me that's a lot.
It is. It's really good effort, Mac. It's not the only thing you're doing, obviously. You finished it at 168 beats per minute coming off the rower. And your rows are going great. And what our followers will see is some of the balance exercises that you're doing there, which I'd like you to just comment on in terms of how the effect of adding in a prop, let's say to a ground exercise where you might normally do a squat movement with your feet on the ground against doing a squat movement standing up on Bosu ball.
Well, we know that it raises the heart rate because we saw that from one to the next. So adding that Bosu ball, the balance issue, so we do a lot of squats, the curls, the curl and press, all that stuff with the kettlebell. It's more challenging, right? Because now you're trying to keep your balance plus keep good form, perfect form if possible on the exercise that the original exercise. The one that got me too was that plank.
Yeah. With
the Bosu ball upside down.
Right.
Was excruciating.
Well, late in the workout too, when you're tired, it takes some concentration and it takes a bit of effort getting into it.
Yeah, but that took a regular plank and made it a real grueling.
An irregular plank.
Yeah, so that's good stuff. That Bosu ball's nice. The Swiss ball, that stuff's nice.
What you got to remember too, though, is that stuff is not just getting a rise out of the heart rate. You've got to think about why it's getting the rise out of the heart rate. So what are you working there more?
You're working your core.
Your core a lot more.
Yeah.
Yep.
And even I would say your quads and hamstrings and stuff. And
Absolutely.
calves.
So proprioception muscles in the legs.
It also
just major muscle groups.
Also, I know I can see that my balance has improved.
Oh, absolutely.
Just walk around, going up and down stairs or whatever. I feel more agile. It makes you more agile.
Sure.
It's really something.
Sure.
Wish I would have done those years ago.
Yeah. So you got to look at, I guess, taking a standard exercise and seeing what you can add to it, not necessarily to make it more complicated, to make it perhaps a little tougher to add something to it, as long as you're still staying safe, right?
Yeah, sure. Safety, that's our safety third, that's my motto.
Safety third. So is that the middle name?
I think that probably almost every exercise you could add in something else to it. I mean, it sure seems like when we do this, there's 8 or 9 different ways of doing push-ups. All those curls with the elastic bands and stuff, all that. I mean, there's everything. You can do it on the ball, you do it on a Bosu ball, you do this, do that,
Right.
I mean, the lunges, we do lunges on the stairs, lunges on the floor, to the front, to the back. We're doing them to the sides the one time. I mean, everything's got
variation.
Yeah, another step to add onto it,
Right. Yeah. One of the messages really I wanted to talk about is I know you've had a couple of days of life interruption, if you like, for the followers. When life interferes with maybe routine and your ability to train when you want to train, because we've rescheduled from yesterday to today and things like that. So, that's no problem. I enjoy being here. But just talk to our followers about, when life interferes, how you've kind of coped with that in the last few days.
Well, you still get your exercise in. You just might not do it when you want to. Like I was doing elliptical last night at 9 o'clock at night. Usually I don't work out that late at night anymore, but that's when I finally had the time to do it. So in case everybody's wondering, the water pipe froze coming from the street, so we've been no water, and I've been dealing with the plumbers and the city water department and whatnot for the last couple of days. So.
It's going to get some comments on the feed.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, good on you for keeping at it, and no excuses, right? That's the way you've looked at it, and you've got your workouts in despite all of it, and that's great. Yeah. Well done.
Great.
Good stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bring that handle up a little higher, Mac, up under the chest. A little higher. There you go, that's good.